What's up, everybody? This is Cody coming to you live at aka DFS Prodigy, and I wanted to go over the overlay slate for the playoffs today for the August 25th NBA playoff slate. So it's a match between the Clippers and Dallas, which was an amazing game last game, and then you have the Denver and Utah game. So this is Overlay DFS. I'm really loving this app. It's easy money. You straight picks, head-to-head matchups. Let's quickly go over the strategy. Basically, here you go. You make 5 picks plus 3 alternate picks in case someone ties. You can sort them from your most confident to least confident. And basically, if you get hit in the top 10%, you win $50 for this contest. Entry fee is $11. First place, you get $250. So you make 5 picks, like I said, and it's pretty easy money. So let's start off with the Luka Doncic and Kawhi Leonard matchup. Um, Normally I'll give you all my core, but given this is a smaller slate and not 15 picks, I'm gonna just go basically head-to-head matchups for all of them. So Luka Doncic and Kawhi Leonard. I'm going with the Luka Doncic because of basically he went off last game and that ankle doesn't bother him. They're hyped. They're ready to go for this matchup. I'm all over this. So I'm really liking the Luka Doncic on that side. Lou Williams versus Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway is scoring dependent, while Lou Williams has gotten great minutes. He went off last game. I'm running that hot hand with Lou Williams. DFS and Morris Sr. That's a tough matchup to me. So I'm kind of just staying away from that matchup. The Seth Curry and Matt Kleber. Okay, so at first glance, you would think I really like Seth Curry, but if Porzingis is out, and since he is a game time decision, I would kind of like the Matthew Kleber side for upside. So that one's kind of just a wait and watch the news. Reggie Jackson versus Landry Shamet. That's an easy one. Give me Reggie Jackson all the way. Monte Morris versus Boban. So again, Gary Harris is back and Porzingis is hurt. So this is basically two players that are injury prone news. That if Gary Harris is back, I'm kind of off Monte Morris. If Zinger is out, then I like Boban. So that one's just kind of wait and see. Jamal Murray versus Rudy Gobert. I'm liking the Jamal Murray side. I'm feeling confident in that pick. He's ready to go. Jordan Clarkson versus Joe Ingles. Okay, Ingles had a horrible shooting day, but what you can do is if I'm kind of liking the Ingles because of the minutes, so I think most people will take Clarkson, but that's kind of like my sneaky ownership play. Donovan Mitchell versus Jokic. That one's tough to me because they're both so inconsistent. Zingas and Paul George. That would be more so Paul or not Paul George. He's been shooting awful. Zingas for me, but of course wait for the news. Conley versus Porter Jr. Conley, he has a low floor and his ceiling's not that high, but he has been shooting the ball pretty well. Michael Porter Jr. I'm worried about his shots and minutes because they're both going down, so I'm not really liking that Porter Jr. side. Jeremiah Grant versus O'Neal. Grant's getting minutes, but so is O'Neal. I would wait and see for the Gary Harris news on Jeremiah Grant, but I'm kind of liking the O'Neal side at first glance. Zubac versus Harrell. I'm all over Zubac. Um, Harrell's minutes are just not there. Zubac is getting the more minutes in this matchup and way more consistent, so I'm going with the Zubac side. Plumlee versus Jamal Green. I'm liking that one's tough to me because I feel like there's more potential for a blowout possibly in the Denver and Utah game. So I would see Plumlee getting way more minutes or if Jokic gets in foul trouble. So way more minutes. So guys, that will kind of give you all my breakdown for this overlay upcoming slate. This is a pretty straightforward one to me, other than a few picks here and there. And watch for the energy news. The slate locks later tonight. It's not a 12 p.m. lock, so I think it's around 6:30 or so. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be active on Twitter until I head off to work around 3. And hit me up with any questions on my Twitter if y'all need anything. Have a good one, everybody.